Okay, good afternoon. The time is now 2 p.m. I call to order the meeting of the Ways and Means Committee. A copy of the agenda for this meeting may be found on the county website under the tab for the legislature. Please silence your phones and electronic devices. At this time, I ask you to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Tina.
Benton. Cheney.
Here.
Fagion.
Here.
Lujan. O'Donnell. Duke.
Here.
Rivella.
Here.
Ellers.
Here.
5 present, 3 absent.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we do have a slight deviation from our agenda. We're going to start with, due to a meeting conflict that may happen about 3 o'clock. So we're going to start with number 7 first. So if Kerry Gallagher, Commissioner of Finance, and Andrew Contanin, Deputy Commissioner, come forward.
Sure. Good afternoon. guys.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just start with we'll get a motion second.
Sure.
Second. I got Duke and Fagion. Okay.
Sure. So first of all, I'd like to introduce my new deputy, Colleen Harris. She joined our team. We're excited to have her along with Andrea. That's done a fantastic job. I'd also like to thank my team that prepared this budget. We believe that this budget is true and accurate and will get the job done for the finance department. So we're happy to answer any questions that you have.
When you have your, personal services, how many people does that constitute?
Sure. 27.
What is that? Full and part?
I don't have part-time, so just,
Thank you.
we have clerical help as needed.
Chairman Hines.
Yeah, just, you want to explain the interest and earnings calculations on page 424? I know it used to all be in your budget and now it's broken down.
So what you're seeing currently, the year-to-date is all in our budget. At year end, we transferred out to appropriate departments. So that's why you're seeing that figure currently. And you are correct that they are allocated prior for each department. You've seen it throughout these budgets have been allocated what we project for each department's dollar amount.
When you come up with these numbers, what interest rate do you use?
Sure, we did a blended rate of 3.75.
Thank you.
Of course.
Anybody else? It's too easy.
I know, a lot of prep work. Come on, no, just kidding. Listen.
Okay, with that, I'll call the question of all those in favor of the budget as presented for finance.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Commissioner.
Again, thank you for the change.
Okay, next up, we will move to number 8, Deborah Kozinski. I always get that mixed up. I should know that perfectly. Budget Director, and Dina Seaman, Deputy Budget Director.
That stays here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion for a budget review.
So moved. Second.
You get that? Rebella Fagion. You can show that majority leader present. Okay.
Okay, so I just have 2 key highlights. First is regarding the Quarry Road property. We have previously paid taxes on the property, but now it has been divided into 4 parcels and it's all tax exempt. And as a result, we will no longer get any of the scrap metal and to come from the quarry. So it's a wash. Okay, and the second one is the second fiscal director has been vacant for over a year and we are now defunding it. We are also proposing to classify the budget technician to a budget examiner due to the increased complexity of our contract process.
Questions for the budget director? Fagion?
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you so much for being here today. You have 9 people in your department. What is the size of our budget right now? $1 billion. And your 9 people have put this together, and I just want to compliment you and your staff for great work. I will say that I've been utilizing the online version
Thank you.
instead of paper, saving those trees. And the online has been so easy to navigate and so crystal clear that compliments to you, the
This is
staff.
her. She does that all herself. That's her.
Hats off and thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
Any other questions for Susan? Okay, I'll call the question for pages 429 to 433. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, we'll go on to central printing and mail, pages 435 to 436. May I have a motion, please? Second first on that. Okay. Did you get that? Jamie Fagiano. That's who I heard.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So basically in central printing and mailing, we just increased it by $25,000. It kind of comes from legal advertising and some of the filming. That's the budget presentation in the county, state of the county. So that's pretty much what it is.
Any questions? I'll call the question. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, now we'll do undistributed revenues, pages 437 to 438. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make
Fagione, Paduk.
Okay, so in undistributed, I have left sales tax and the hotel tax flat. We are not going to get the number that we think we're going to get in this year. I think it's going to be in sales tax 4 to 5 million short. So that's pretty much the major story of that.
Questions?
Yeah, what is our fund balance right now? You got that final number right now?
That's scary.
No worries. So, give me 1 second. So current fund balance without determining what you are utilizing in the budget is approximately, this is an unaudited figure, $284 million. But again, not utilizing what's being utilized in this budget. Yeah,
Not utilizing.
because I don't know what you guys are gonna adopt until it's done.
Thank you.
Yep.
And just to follow on, and you expect that the 284 will carry through the end of the year, or should there be a significant change?
The 284 will, yeah, of course, it's a
Similar,
constant, yeah,
right.
it'll stay there and
Thank you.
Any other questions? Slater?
Thank you, Chairman. You mentioned that sales tax might be a little bit short of what we had projected.
Mhm.
Is that an anomaly for Orange County, or are we seeing that regionally?
Normally, we do go up like about 2 to 3% each year. But hopefully we're gonna chip away at it and we're gonna get there, but I think
I just, can I help that out, but that is what we're seeing the
Yeah.
trend is we're not the only ones. And, I was gonna speak on sales tax, but typically during budget time, it's just budget. Just for the record, we're still $6.4 million under plan at this point. That's through, October.
Thank you, and thank you.
Yes, Majority Leader Bennett?
Just a comment, but we are better than most in the state, if I'm not incorrect.
Most in the state, my comment was most in the state are trending under their
Yes,
plan.
correct.
Yes.
Right. We are doing better than most of the rest of the state as far as being closer, so to speak.
Closer to plan, a lot of people are seeing where we are, where they're not hitting their plan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any other questions? I'll call the question. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, next we'll, pages 439 to 440, distribution of sales tax. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I got Luhan and Fagione.
And again, that is flat also. That is based on what the municipalities get to.
Questions? No? Okay, I'll Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I think I
Any
just add that
opposed?
the municipalities were just paid this week, just in case your question on that.
They were.
Yes.
Says with a smile.
Okay,
All right.
okay,
All
thank you
right,
very much.
thank you.
Okay, now we'll go on to number 1 on the agenda, Travis Ewald, Commissioner, Department of Parks, Recreation, and Conservation. Anyone with you?
Just me
you.
today.
Just Travis today. Okay. So we have a request to amend bond resolution number 266 of 2025 to incorporate New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation under the Municipal Parks and Recreation Grant Program through the Clean Air and Green Jobs Environmental Bond Act of 2022, Article 58, Title 5 of the Environmental Conservation Law, resolution language. Also, this is a state-funded grant, not federal. Bonding request number 305.
So moved.
Second.
Luhan and Fagione. Commissioner, if you could highlight that a little bit.
Sure, thank you. So this request is to amend a previous resolution to add the state parks language that was required as part of the grant we received, and also to correct the funding source, which will be state funded and not federal funded. And this is for Cronner Hill Tower repair.
What was that recurring?
Cronner Hill Tower.
Senator.
Okay, any questions from the Commissioner? Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, next up, Lawrence Ledoux, Commissioner, Valley View. Donna Strickler's here, Director of Finance, Valley View.
Mr. Ledoux is on a conference call at the moment, so that's why he's not here. Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, so letter A, we have request supplemental appropriation for a proposed 2025 capital project expenditure to continue replacing beds and mattresses utilized for resident care. Replacement and modernization are necessary. This is proposed capital project number 127 of 2025 capital plan. Upon approval, a new capital project will be created, $369,327. Bonding, request number 271.
So moved.
Luhan? Benton?
Thank you.
Okay.
This is to continue with upgrading and modernizing the beds and mattresses for the residents. We've already purchased 152. These funds will allow us to continue purchasing. These new beds and mattresses are longer and wider, so they definitely provide more comfort for the resident population.
I heard the mattresses were a little bit stiff today.
You did? Yeah. They're new.
Guess they're air filled, is that?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're pressure mattresses.
So what do you do, like, when a resident says, you know, it's too hard or too soft, it's not good for my back? What are
I
the
can answer that.
options?
I can answer that. They
Give a
got their
bolt
old
for
one
it.
back.
Well, there are regulatory requirements related to how much space is in the new bed and the mattress, so
Okay.
that has to be evaluated. We have had a couple of residents come to us and ask us to evaluate. So we'll look at the amount of air pressure in it as well to see if we can adjust it. They can't really go back to their old mattress
wouldn't
because
think
there would be a gap. And that gap is a safety issue.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
You said 152 beds have already been replaced?
Yes, beds and mattresses, yes.
Not, so this 369 is for additional,
Additional, yes.
and how many would that?
Well, we're budgeting 270 beds for our 2026 budget. So it should allow us to purchase an additional 118 beds plus mattresses, plus the corresponding mattresses.
Thank you.
There should be a quote right behind that. There's a quote there.
I'll call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll go on to letter B, request supplemental appropriation of funds for a proposed 2025 capital expenditure to continue upgrading dietary food service equipment reaching economic life. This is proposed capital project number 141 in the 2025 capital plan. Upon approval, a new capital project will be created. $70,000 bonding, request number 272. Can I have a motion,
I'll make the
please?
motion.
Fagione,
Second.
Patton.
Thank you.
Switch
This
equipment
project
numbers,
is
please.
routine in nature. We present this amount every year for consideration. This is we have dietary food service equipment that is reaching useful life. We place it on a watch list and we take it out of service and purchase new equipment.
Any questions for the director? Okay, I'll call the question.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
So it's asking for 70,000, already money allocated, this is an addition? Does the quotes that we have in here
Yeah,
more than that?
you'll see that I circled some on there. Yeah, I did. I circled some. It doesn't mean that things that are on our watch list will actually need to be replaced necessarily, but these are the items for consideration.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Go on to letter C. Request supplemental appropriation of funds for a proposed 2025 capital expenditure to continue with residential unit refurbishments. Room finishes, wall covering, handrail signage, TVs, etc. are dated. Upgrading amenities provides residents with a modern home-like environment and allows the facility to remain competitive in the marketplace. This is proposed capital project number 140 in the 2025 capital plan. Upon approval, a new capital project will be created. $125,000, bonding request number 294.
So moved. Second.
Luhan, Paduk.
The facility is seeking $125,000 to move forward with creating a more modern-like home environment by upgrading some of the amenities in the resident rooms. This will include TVs, probably will include some lighting as well, and handrails. We're currently undergoing a painting project. We have one unit that has been upgraded with painting, and we'll be using money to refurbish the rest of the unit.
Mr. Luhan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Approximately how many TVs would this? I didn't see.
It won't just be for televisions, it will be for other various things. We do have TVs now. Some of the technology has changed, so, you know, they need to be replaced. So I can't really give you the answer as to how many. It will depend on the cost of those TVs and how many we need.
No, yeah, I was asking that. I mean, definitely these TVs change like within a couple of years.
They do.
Just the quality and so.
Yeah,
wear
and
tear.
the population has a hard time seeing as well, so, you know, we can't really do a little screen. You want something that's clearer, that they can see.
I'm glad that you're.
Thank you.
Very much.
Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. On to letter D, request supplemental appropriation of funds for a proposed 2025 capital expenditure to upgrade resident furniture in rooms and common areas. Upgrading furniture provides residents with a modern home-like environment. This is proposed capital project number 143 in the 2025 capital plan. Upon approval, a new capital project will be created, $214,130. Bonding request number 307.
Second.
Luhan, Fagione.
Thank you. I looked back, so the last time that we actually upgraded the residents' furniture and common areas was in 2021. And back then we spent 42,000. So, you know, there's an initiative in the facility to upgrade the resident rooms. We're starting with the painting, and then we will also add new furniture to the common areas, which include the dining room and sitting areas where the family sit, and overhead tables and nightstands for the residents.
Mr. Luhan.
First, I just want to say this is really excellent. I know that a lot of family members and so on have indicated this in the past, that this is something that they really want to see. Was there any other feedback that comes to mind from family members, or is that like things that they would like to see in the record that we are also going to be incorporating this?
The most recent thing was not related to this, but parking. We have one entrance for the residents. After COVID, we used to have a couple of different entrances for residents to come through. And after COVID, during COVID, we had one main entrance, so some of the family members are asking us for parking. So we're looking at taking the parking spots that are reserved for some of the staff. We're gonna move them to the back so that the residents will have parking in a better location to walk for them. So I've heard about that. I haven't really heard anything lately. We do have a resident council and a family council meeting, and at those meetings, they'll sometimes bring up. They're really excited about the painting. It's a lovely green and gray. So they're really, really excited about it. So we have them go down and, you know, those that can, we have them go down and take a walk and let it work. And it's a really nice refresh for them.
Really happy.
Thank
Very
you.
excited.
We are too.
Legislator Revella?
Yeah, I just want to make sure, so this initiative is for a wardrobe closet and a dresser. Is there other things being updated in the rooms, in furniture wise?
Yeah. There's chairs in there for the family members to sit, so those will be in consideration too.
You'll be replacing certain things or coming out and just going to.
Yes.
Legislator Patrick?
Green and gray are nice. Can you sneak in a little orange there for Orange County?
No, well, we tried to do that in the lobby, so we repainted the lobby. And there was a portion that we couldn't change, it was red, so it kind of goes with the Valley View logo.
Excellent.
So that was what we did for the lobby.
You could do some pinstripes, orange pinstripes or something.
For the Yankees?
Well, orange pinstripes. Orange pinstripes. I don't know who an orange baseball team is, but just thinking of pinstripes, something oriental.
Okay, I'll call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you
Thank you
very
for your
much.
support.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, 3, Dan Castricone, Risk Management Officer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. With me is Joanne Hurley. She's our fiscal tech. Welcome.
Okay, may I have a motion for,
Second.
that was quick. Duke and Cheney. We're gonna discuss first, 397 to 401.
So, did we get our motion in second?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. A little out of order, but yes. So, you know, our budget is fairly consistent. What we see, the big change this year is we asked for IT to come in and evaluate our self-pay system. We've been using a legacy computer system for as long as I've been here. And I think when I was sitting on your end, it was the same system that we've been using. There's about 1,100 payers, retirees, COBRA folks, and the system is unmanageable. We can't count on the data. So we had IT come in and give us an idea on what it might cost to bring this, modernize it, outside vendors, get a new computer program, something that would be easier for the retirees to manage and work and keep track of the payments that they're making for their benefits. So that is the vast majority of the change. I think that was about $275,000 was an estimate that was given for the program and the licensing fee for it. Other than that, it's mostly just, your regular increases in personal services.
Any questions? Yes.
That comes with a guarantee to not have problems like we had the last time. Back when Eddie Diana was here, and we were switching over the entire systems. I can't remember what the program was called. But it was a nightmare. We had to hire consultants to come in for months and switch things.
All we have so far in the budget legislative is that we're going to go out to bid for something like this.
Okay.
So we haven't picked a vendor. We're going to do an RFP for this in the first quarter. So, if you guys approve it. And, then we'll do our best to make sure that we get something with 4 wheels and brakes.
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Call the question. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Carried. Okay, next we'll do Employee Assistance Program, pages 403 to 404. Entertain a motion, please. So moved.
Second.
Jeannie Luhan? No, was it you? I didn't, oh.
He's throwing his
Oh,
voice over here.
You got it.
You can take it.
We're in the second year of a contract with CCA, Corporate Counseling Associates, for our EAP program, which is why you see no changes. They are asking us to roll out a new platform come November 1st. So I've had an opportunity to sample. Seems like it would be a real upgrade for our employees. I've been as hard as I can on them to ensure that it actually functions as they say that it's going to function. And I'm hopeful that it will. Right now, our utilization is not where I'd like it to sit, where I'd like it to be. Our utilization is around 3%. I'd like to see that up around 5 or 6%. We took one of our newest employees that you guys were willing to let us bring on last year. We're very grateful for that. Charles Mann, and he's spearheading that, the EAP program at this point. He's doing a great job, and I'm hopeful that we'll get more utilization because it's a great resource, and our employees deserve it.
Questions? Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys.
Okay, next up, we have Amy Arnold O'Regan, Commissioner of General Services, for a 2026 budget review, pages 405 to 409. You see Deputy Commissioner Bill Coleman here too. May I have a motion, please? Rebella Lujan. Okay, you could highlight that, Mr. Commissioner, please.
So Chairman Elders, we have Melissa Marone, who's our fiscal tech, joining me this afternoon. Our budget is fairly cut and dry. It's going down over 35,000.
Can you say that louder?
It's going down
Down.
over 35,000.
Thank you very much.
A little bit over 1.8 million. The vast majority of our expenses are personal services and contractuals.
Any questions? I'll call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. That was
Thank you.
easy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, next we have on number 5, Glenn Marchi, Commissioner and Chief Information Officer, Information Technology Services.
Good afternoon, I'm Glenn Markey, CIO, and we're joined today with our new Deputy CIO, Greg Johnson.
Thank you very much. So we'll have a 2026 budget review, pages 411 to 415. May I have a motion, please?
Second.
Lujan Fagione. Okay, Commissioner. Highlight this.
Just some highlights. ITS is very happy to present a 2026 plan, spending plan that we feel meets the needs of our clients. Some highlights, you'll see a $3.1 million increase. Primarily, that's to increase staff costs and contract increases. Would like to highlight some of the, I'd like to use this opportunity to highlight some of the things IT has been doing, which I think we're going to continue to make some advancements. We did improve our IT customer satisfaction from 68% to 86% in 1 year. We received more than 5 awards, national awards, 2 national awards, a corporate award, and 2 New York State awards. And most of those are due to niche. So we're having huge success with the niche record management system deployment. It's been deployed to 9 different agencies, and we're right now doing some training to roll out 10 additional police departments.
Thank you very much. Any questions for the commissioner? I'll call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Now, we do have a capital plan, page 3, I believe. Project number 88. And I have a motion.
So moved.
Second. Luhan, Fagion. Project for us.
Let me ask Director Matt. Yeah, I don't have that on my list here. You highlight what it is and see.
It's right up.
Network data center phone upgrades.
Server upgrades. If you don't need it, it's fine.
Top of page 3.
It's basically what we do every year.
Okay, network, data center, phones. Yeah, so we're upgrading all the voice over IP across the county. And that's in process, and we did have some completions in the city of Newburgh has completed the voice over IP at that location. So that's going to continue to roll out. The equipment's coming in, so we are making good progress with the capital project.
Any questions about the capital project? Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, thank you very much, Commissioner.
Thank you.
They typically come back in January. Really.
Yeah, that's usually a separate item. Thank you.
Well, Ways and Means in January, we'll discuss it.
Again.
Technically, yeah.
Here first. All right. Very good. Wow, I guess you were last on the list. No one left in the room. Okay, Paul Wiley, Director. Okay, we have with us Paul Wiley, Director, Real Property Tax Service, and Patricia Mastinon, Assistant Director, Real Property Tax Service. Can I have a motion, please, for a 2026 budget review? I have Benton and Fagione. Okay, highlight for us, Commissioner, please.
So first of all, oh, sorry.
Page 417 and 421.
First of all, Patricia was not able to make it. She's away. And this is Real Property Tax Assistant Eileen McGregor. She's one of the ones who works on the project with us. So she's actually most relevant to this. For the most part, our budget is also fairly straightforward. Changes in revenue have to do mostly with pilots. We get money from the pilots, but as pilots drop off, the revenue that comes to real property also goes away, but that just means that those properties have become fully taxable and they're paying full taxes instead. So that's not a bad thing. It just doesn't affect our revenue the same. So we have a few pilots that left this past year, and hopefully new ones are coming in, but they take a little while for them to get going. So that's part of our revenue changes. Some of the expense changes that we have had to do with us trying to kind of resurrect several old residences that have been sitting empty for a number of years. And that takes a bit of money and effort and materials and labor to get them habitable. But we've been successful in getting two of those that were sitting empty the last number of years. Now going to be habitable by the end of the year and paying rent next year.
So those houses that are, you're saying are being rentable, those aren't up for sale?
No, those the houses are inevitably on park property.
Gotcha.
And so therefore they're not sellable, but
Awesome.
right, my opinion is that we should, if possible, we should get them habitable because they're going to last longer and get somebody in that could use it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. It says here that recently you've had a retiree in the tax mapping services, and you expect another one to retire in December. How are your new hires transitioning into those positions?
Right, actually, the one that's retiring today is his last day. He'll be out of here in an hour. After 33 years, thanks Steve being involved.
Yes, great guy.
And we do have a new hiree. We had an empty spot that had not been filled over the last 2 or 3 years. So we finally were able to hire somebody for that. and to, somewhat replace Steve, who's retiring, but we do have somebody else who's going to be retiring in the middle of next year. So we're going to be looking to hire another tax mapper to replace Steve, basically, to make sure we have enough people.
Well, good luck with Steve.
Yeah.
And good luck to you guys.
Yes, thank you. Again, big shoes to fill for tax map, but I have some very good people that are also there.
Outstanding.
Majority Leader Benton?
Is that a position that you could like outsource?
Could tax map be outsourced? Somewhat. There are companies that could do part of the tax mapping, but our tax mappers don't just do tax maps. There's also things like posting properties for foreclosure. There's a lot more that goes into it than simply making tax maps.
But I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Any other questions? Legislator Rivera?
Yeah, just looking at staffing over the years, it's decreased since 2022. Now you're at 16. Is that sufficient?
We're 14, and we decreased just last year because IT took.
Right, so the change may have been because two of the people that were under considered part of real property on
GIS.
instead of kind of going to IT.
Right, GIS went over to IT.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure you're not understaffed.
No, you're right, though. I had to think about, wait a minute, we did lose. Where did it go? No, that was,
Thank you.
went to the GIS.
Okay, any other questions? Well, I'll call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. It appears the best. Clear. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Got it? Thank you very much, everyone.